What's going on, my little piglets? It's your BFF Sports Shop here, and we're coming at you with the final entry of the June Vlog Challenge 2026 with a very special guest.
This is Sedge.
And Sedge is stressed the hell out.
Well, so he's been in his coconut hide, and I haven't seen him for a couple of days. And so I reached in and I felt him in there, and I was like, okay, but I can't tell if he's breathing.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're nocturnal, so, like, putting his tank to bed is one of the last things that we do, so I don't ever get to see him out and about.
No.
But I do usually see him at least, like, perk up when I spray the tank or something. But since he was in his coconut hide, I hadn't seen him in a couple days, and I was like, bro, are you alive? So I, like,
it's like, yeah, that's what
reached in and I touched him, but I couldn't tell if he was breathing. And he, like, buried himself under the substrate. No,
okay.
I thought he did. He buried himself under the, well, it's not really substrate. It's like this humid moss stuff that's in there. And I couldn't get him out. So when I did take him out, he was very stressed out.
Yeah.
But he is a Dalmatian morph because he has all these little spots on him. Or no, Domino morph.
I thought it was Dalmatian.
I don't know. Dalmatian or Domino. And
Either or. Both.
he is one of the coolest animals I've ever had. He's super duper chill.
And he ain't got no tail. No.
Yeah.
You don't want to come over? Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy.
He's not sure about calling
Yeah,
yet.
I mean, he tolerates me. Let's just say that. See, tolerates me. But he's cool. He ain't got no tail. Like we were telling, he's like the third guy that we have. Watch him the first time he bites anybody be the first time on camera for me.
Nah, he's not.
Because, like, I had his nose right on my mouth, and he could have been, or right on, you know what I mean. I had his nose right on my hand, and he could have just went out if he wanted to.
No, he's not feeling aggressive.
Yeah, he's probably scared more than anything, but.
So you see how he's, like, flattening his chin against my wrist. He's scared. He's trying to make himself as small as possible.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
Which he typically, when he's scared, climbs onto my shoulder. He might have just been trying to figure out how to get there.
Yeah, there you go, buddy. But yeah, he's cool as hell. I like him a lot.
Hey, we're not doing the back thing. You stay there.
Like, he's looking at the bed sheets thinking they're actually like flowers, like actual plants, greenery, wildlife.
Would be my luck, because when they decide to go fast, they go fast.
Yeah, but yeah, he's just, again, I wanted to show you guys him in the June Vlog Challenge, because I can't believe this is the last day.
Don't go in my shirt.
And now he's looking at your hair.
Oh, he does that too.
He's looking at your hair.
He likes to climb. They're arboreal, so
He thinks it's branch or something.
he's climbed into my hair before.
But yeah, so like I said, I can't believe it's already the 30th of June. I can't believe July starts tomorrow. The whole entire month of June just whoosh, like a dust cloud, like a fart in the wind. It was gone.
Do you not want to be on camera? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, he's like, $5. Then he's coming around. Maybe. There you go.
Yeah, he's on my shoulder. I can see him in the camera.
Yeah, I can too now. But yeah, some very interesting things happened today, NBA-wise. LeBron
Can I put him up?
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. And I'll talk about the two interesting things that happened today.
Here,
And then
Sedge.
let the dogs out when you get back.
Let go of my shirt.
Poor guy. One of his digits got stuck under my fingernail.
Say good night, little man.
One of the last times I held him, and it freaked me out because
Say good night.
it is a weird texture.
Oh.
He's like, good night. Bam, right to the camera. But there's Sedge, everybody. Applause. Starting off with the interesting news, LeBron James is no longer a Laker. He, I guess, no plans with him going forward. So he is apparently looking for another team. This will be the fourth team, because he was Cavaliers, Heat, back to the Cavaliers, Lakers. So technically this is his 5th different team, but I mean he's been to the Cavaliers twice, but I guess I have no plans with him going forward, which is fine with me. Thanks for the 2020 championship. I appreciate that. Apparently there was a meeting with Luka and a couple of higher-ups last year, and he wasn't a part of the plan whatsoever. So I guess this was something that was a long time coming, because he's up there in age. So that means if he goes, then Bronny's probably going to go, which, I mean, Bronny didn't really contribute much anyway. But as a Lakers fan, it was kind of bittersweet because, again, you know, he got us a championship. I know it was the bubble NBA championship, but that was the year that my dad passed away. So I was very fortunate to have witnessed that. And I remember the night that they won the championship, and I just shouted, "We did it, Dad!" You know, and I was crying, and it was just getting emotional thinking about it. And because my dad was a huge Lakers fan, and he passed that lineage pretty much on to me and my sisters, and now my niece and my nephew more than anything. I'm sure that my niece could give 2 flying tinker figs about the NBA or sports in general, but my nephew for sure loves the Lakers. So I guess it's the Luka show going forward, and I'm okay with that. If we can get a good person that can replace LeBron, then awesome. The other interesting news, Kawhi Leonard is going back to the Toronto Raptors. So my 2 favorite basketball teams, something happened today. Being LeBron James no longer being a Laker and probably going to go join the Golden State Warriors with AD and Curry. But then, Kawhi is going back to Toronto. So you know what that means. Kawhi was in Toronto for 1 year and got a championship. So that means the Raptors are going to win the championship next year, baby. Probably not going to happen. Probably not going to happen. But, I just thought that was interesting that in the same day, both franchises that I root for, something happened. And that's just absolutely insane. And it really makes me, more than anything, like I'm interested to see what happens with the Lakers without LeBron James come this fall, and see who we get to replace him, and see who we can probably go out and get, or if Kawhi could actually kind of re-energize the Raptors, and maybe they can win another championship. It'd be kind of cool. I'd be totally cool if like the Raptors and the Lakers traded off, like the Lakers win one and the Raptors win one, like for always in eternity. I think that'd be kind of cool. But anyway, also I can't wait for football season, because now that the June Vlog Challenge is over, that's one step closer to football season, which I'm very excited about that, to say the least. And she's doing the fish face again. So
I didn't even do it on purpose.
But went to work. Nothing interesting happened besides it being hot. Then it rained for like a split second, and then it changed its mind, and then rained a little bit, and then changed its mind. Because at work I was going in and out a few times, and I would go out to take trash out, and it would be just a few drops, and then by the time I went back, it was done. And then I went inside, and you can hear it because we have a metal roof, a tin roof, and it sounds like
it's so loud in there when it rains hard. It's
a war zone in there for sure, and it'll be just a little bit of sprinkling, but on the top of it's like, machine gun ready to and so I did that.
You should hear it when it's hailing.
Oh yeah, it's biblical.
You can't even hear the phone ringing.
And
I'm just saying something, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 phones. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 6. So, well, technically 7, but 6 with ringtones. Although I think only 4 of the ringers are on.
Yeah.
But still,
all the designers, the 3 main designers.
Yeah, but I think at the computer desk where there's two, I'm pretty sure I only have one that rings out loud.
Yeah, and then the one over by the delivery desk rings for sure.
And then Jordan does not have her ringer on, but Sheila's rings.
Yeah,
and then Vaughna's
close.
rings.
They're both pretty close to each other, Jordan's and Sheila's. So
I mean, you can hear it.
Oh yeah.
No matter what, unless there's only one phone ringing, and then for some reason I'm the only one that can hear it.
Right.
If it only goes through to like one line, which glitches occasionally, only one line will pick it up.
It's crazy how it does that.
And I'm the only one that can hear it, even if I'm not standing right next to it.
Yeah. And and then by the time I got off work, it was done raining. And then I went to the grocery store, and then it started raining. It was like, could you make up your mind? Because, like, honestly, just rain or don't rain. Just pick one, you know what I mean?
We scared the poop out of Sedge.
Oh, where was his poop?
No, when I put him back.
Yeah.
I put him on his rope.
Yeah.
And he climbed up to the top, and I heard a... And I was like, what the heck? And I looked over, and sure enough, he had pooped. And I was like, oh.
That's poop.
And crested poop is kind of like bird poop. It's the texture and the color of bird poop. And so he honestly keeps his tank pretty clean. I could have gotten a lot grosser of a gecko.
Grosser,
but
yeah.
The area where he likes to hide is in a hanging plant, and he goes this direction. Some geckos hang upside down, which causes them to lose their tail. His tail's already gone. They can lose their tail over the tiniest stress.
Yeah.
But we bought him with his tail gone.
But
he hangs the correct way that they're supposed to, with his nose towards the top. And since that's where he spends most of his time, that's where he
Okay, I was like, what?
I was also confused.
I'm confused.
That's where he poops, and the plant catches a lot of it. Some people's geckos will like poop all over the sides of their glass tank and stuff like that, and he doesn't really. And then because of where I put him, it just fell into the cocoa choir. Like, it was no big deal. And I had just sprayed, so it's really humid in there. It's at like 99% humidity, which is really high for them, but it goes down very quickly. I just like to give him a high spike in the evening. Just if anybody owns cresteds, it doesn't stay at 99. I got the humidity thing wet.
Yeah.
That's all.
Right.
It was still dripping water, and so it cleaned it up pretty quickly. But yeah, he wasn't pleased.
He's a pretty cool dude, though. Like, honestly, like, right as we saw him, we're like, yeah, he's cool. We could take him home. Because him and then the snake, unfortunately, rest in peace. She was like, do I want one or the other? I was like, get both, dude. Like,
I fell in love with both of them.
Yeah, they were great. I would have just done the gecko, but the snake was pretty cool.
I'm so sad because he had just started coming around to liking the snake and was like holding him and stuff.
Yeah.
And he was a really chill snake too.
Yeah.
He was a baby corn snake.
So I scared the shit out of him once.
Well, yeah. But he was a baby corn snake. I mean, his head was no bigger than my pinky nail. Like, he was tiny. And I think what happened is he had a couple... Well, his first shed with me, he got stuck. And I had to soak him and everything. Well, his second shed, he seemed to have been figuring it out better. But I don't think he had it figured out. I think it suffocated him. Or just stressed him out too much. Because when they're that young, they can be pretty sensitive. Corn snakes are pretty hardy, so it's not super common for them to pass like that. But there were a series of events that led to me making the decision to not raise the humidity in the tank. And I think ultimately that decision, although I was making that decision to keep from overstressing him, I think ultimately that decision is what caused his shed to suffocate him. That's my best guess. I have no idea.
Yeah, we don't know.
He was eating just fine. He was active the day before.
Drinking.
Like, there was nothing abnormal about what he was doing at all. I had no questions about what was going on, or if he was ill, or watching him for anything other than seeing if his eye caps came off. Like, I was not concerned about his well-being in any way. Otherwise, I would not have chosen to not spray his tank. But ultimately, he was in his water bowl, which they'll do when they're shedding. And I was like, hey, you finally figured it out. But he was real skittish, and so I didn't want to spray the tank to increase the humidity for him when he was already in his water dish, and I didn't want to stress him out further while he was in the middle of shed.
Yeah.
And then he got out of the water bowl at some point during the day. Colin filled it, some point in the evening. Colin filled up his water dish when we went to bed, and he was in his hide like he always was right before we went to bed. We switched his lamps over and everything, and I expected to see him, they're nocturnal too, and we saw him active more often than not because his tank actually sat where the mount is right now.
Yeah.
And so we could look up and see him, and I didn't see him move, but I wasn't overly concerned because he was shedding, and I had seen him literally 2 hours before that moving. And then the next morning, he hadn't moved from the spot that he was in when we went to bed. And I knew there was something wrong.
Yeah.
And he was gone.
And I came back from taking a shower, came into the room, and she had a look on her face. I was like, what's wrong? And she's like, he died. I was like, oh my God.
That was the worst week.
God.
There were other things that happened that week
Yeah,
that literally led to the worst week. He took me to Torrid. So, Ember died on a Tuesday morning. The Monday and the Sunday prior to that were just as horrific. And so he took me to Torrid Tuesday afternoon after work and let me get a few things. I needed pants really bad. And they had a buy one, get one 50% off everything in the store. And so I got like 5 pairs of pants, I think.
Yeah, then you got some.
And then I got a few shirts.
Yeah, and then.
And some tank tops. I really needed some tank tops.
And I was like, go for
But
it. I'm like,
I kept telling him I felt bad because I was like, we don't need to be spending this money right now. This is not what I need. Like, this is not what I should be doing. And the girls at the register were like, dude, your husband's letting you buy whatever you want. Shut up.
yeah.
Take the green flag. And I was like, no, you don't understand. I can make do. It's fine. I don't need all of this. And Colin looked at me and he said, you've had the worst week.
Yeah, shut up.
And it's Tuesday.
And it's freaking Tuesday.
And I was like...
Which is funny, though, because the day before I delivered to a customer and she was like, oh, it's been a week. And I wanted to be like, man, it's Monday. What happened? And then it turns out her sister passed away.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn.
My sister did not pass
Not
away.
her, not her
My
sister,
week
her.
could have been worse.
Oh, it could have been worse,
Well,
but I mean...
I did experience a death.
Yeah.
2 deaths, actually. 3 deaths. All of them involved deaths in one way or another. So,
I mean, it could be...
it wasn't my sister, though, and that would have been worse.
Could have been a hell of a lot better, but it definitely could have been worse. But, yeah, so... The chick at the register called me a green flag. I'm like, I'm putting that on my resume. Like, yeah.
Yeah, she was like, that is green flag behavior, and Colin looked at me funny, and he said something about being a red flag, and I was like, Colin, there is nothing about you that is a red flag. You are a walking green flag. And the girls at the counter were like, oh, that's the most romantic thing I've heard all day, and I was like, oh, you poor babes.
Yeah.
If that's the most romantic thing you've heard all day.
It's the most grounded thing you've probably heard that day. But, and then the time before that, I had a full-blown conversation with the 2 cashiers talking about Ghost and Priest. Because they were talking about...
It was the same ones, weren't they? Because she has the ghost wallet, too.
Was it her? It was one of them was the same, and I think the other one was a different.
Yes,
chick.
yes.
But yeah, because she was like, "Oh yeah, I went and saw Priest in Dallas," which for those of you that don't know, Priest is a Swedish synth pop band, dark synth, I think actually, and they are a branch off of Ghost. One of the members that was fired, the jury's still out, went and did Priest, and then they're badass. You should go listen to them. Not Judas Priest or KK's Priest, but they're just called Priest, and they're from Sweden, and they're pretty cool. They're kind of like picking up the torch of like Depeche Mode. I think is kind of the way it is. But anyway, she was like, "Yeah, I went and saw it. I actually got to meet Mercury, who's the lead singer of Priest." And I was like, "Oh, was he cool?" And he's like, "Yeah, he's a real down to earth guy. He was really cool." And I was like, "Did he seem bitter about Ghost? Like, did he?" And then she's like, "Nah, he was actually like a pretty cool guy. He was really cool about it." Because apparently it was a nasty divorce. So I was like, okay. But anyway, speaking of music, my Sleep Token Fields of Elation dropped yesterday. So if y'all want to go watch that, that would be great. Today is Tuesday, right? So no video besides this one today. And then my food review for Wednesday will be up, obviously Wednesday, and then we're going to record a food review tomorrow. We're going to Little Caesars and doing the Webberoni Spider-Man pizza that they have out that just looks immaculate. They cut it up into webs instead of the circular pepperonis, and it's a 2 different type of cheese blend, and they like toast it. It's like a toasted cheese blend. So yeah, I guess if you watch it, you get the inside knowledge that's what I'm reviewing. We're reviewing this week. And I may have ran into a snag when it came to editing Arkham Knight. The file that I was looking for yesterday, it was the right file, but I technically skipped or missing an installment because I thought it was 18 total. Turns out it's 17. So I blended like parts 9 and 10, and it's supposed to be 2 different parts. So it came out to like an hour and 45 minutes. I'm like, you know what? If part 9 is an hour and 45 minutes, then let it be an hour and 45 minutes. That means the finale will end on Friday instead of Saturday that week. That it drops. Part 17 is the finale, which I think is better anyway because that's the what's the word I'm looking for? That's the prime time slot that I have for it because I have at 8 o'clock on Fridays and 11 o'clock on AM on Saturdays. So it's better that it got that prime time slot and not the Saturday at 11 AM slot because that would have been kind of whack. What were you saying was gross?
I was watching somebody cook a beef liver.
Oh, yeah, that's
I understand some people like liver. I'm not one of them.
I'm not one of them. I don't like liver. Anytime my grandma would make liver and onions, she'd also have to make us chopped steak and onions because my sister and I would not eat it. And then my other sister and my dad would eat the shit out of it. They loved liver and onions, but my sister and I were like, check please, like we'll eat chopped steak instead, thank you. But yeah, just getting into the overall swing of CHOPTOBER, getting that content out. I guess another inside baseball knowledge. I'm gonna have to axe one of my series that I'm doing for CHOPTOBER, and that's the Jigsaw tapes. I'm not doing those this year. The software that I used for Tobin Bell / Jigsaw's voice is locked behind a paywall now. And so I'm like, yeah, I ain't paying for that.
Fair.
And so what I'm doing is I'm doing top 5 lists instead to get a little bit more of a robust top 5 and rankings. So far I have my top 5 favorite horror movies of all time. I'm ranking A Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm ranking Saw, Halloween, and Friday the 13th. I'm going to rank those. And I think that would actually be a pretty good replacement for the Jigsaw tapes, which is like a minute and a half. This one's actually going to be, like I said, more of a video. And so yeah, there's that coming for those of y'all that are interested in CHOPTOBER, which is kind of like the June Vlog Challenge 2.0, except instead of making a vlog every day, I post a video or two every day throughout the entire month of CHOPTOBER, or October. So yeah, that's my next big venture is CHOPTOBER. That includes Manhunt. Played a little bit more of that. Got further than I did when I was recording. So I'm doing all new experience stuff, and a lot of people say that they like the stealth, but they hate the gunplay. I think I'm actually finding a mix of both, like a good marriage for both of them. But at first I hated the stealth, but I love the gunplay the first go around. But this time I actually kind of like both. So there you go. Well, that's what the hell did I just look at? So I saw a picture. I was like, what the hell am I looking at on your phone? And somebody with like their hand over their face. Yeah, I was like, wow, what the hell is that? But anyway, that's all I really wanted to talk about today. Thank you, every single one of y'all that watched the videos, whether you watched just the first installment or in the last installment, or you watched all of them or just a few of them. Just knowing that y'all are watching is great. Not yesterday's, but I think the one before, so the 28th, I think got almost 80 views. So it means 80 of y'all watched it, and then my watch time for yesterday's was like 9 minutes on average. Y'all stuck around for 9 minutes to watch, which my channel's average is like a minute and a half to 2. So thanks for that. I appreciate that. That means the watch time's gone up. But yeah, I got a couple subscribers through this, and it's great. So just from the bottom of my heart and the heart of my bottom, I greatly appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much once again for dropping by again. It's like the 12th time. I'm passing through it. Get that look off your face. That was the point. So 12th time I've done this? 13th time? I can't remember. I'm not a historian on this channel, and I control every aspect of this channel, and
I don't know what year you started.
I don't either. So
you were already doing it when we met. So.
12th or 13th year, I can't remember which one it is, but I'll be better at like keeping track of that stuff like next year for sure. But because I'm gonna do this every year until I'm probably cremated, because I'm not gonna get buried. I was gonna say dead and in the ground, but that's not gonna happen. I yearn for the urn. But I just want to thank y'all so much once again for dropping by. And please subscribe if you haven't already. This one's actually going to get premiered, so y'all know that this is the finale. So everybody that's part of the notification squad with the bell notification on, you'll get notified the second it goes live. So thank y'all, and always remember my little piglets, call 'em pork chop, loves y'all the most, so y'all take it easy, guys. And we will see y'all. Actually, I'll see y'all tomorrow, and we will see y'all on Thursday for the food review and going forward. So, bye guys.